125th Street under Commander Gen.YAHANNA, Harlem, New York. Hey, understand, man, the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. Make sure that you subscribing and following us on Facebook. Make sure that you following every I.S.U.P. class. I.S.U.P.K of Houston, St. Louis, Kentucky, Ohio, Cincinnati, everywhere. We everywhere. Trinidad, I.S.U.P.K. If it ain't I.S.U.P.K, it's in the goddamn way. You need to get out of it. You need to get out of it.
That's right.
Make sure you pay your tithes too. Commander Gen.YAHANNA is building a powerful nation out here, man. And we taking over everything, man. You understand? Now today's class is going to be about oppression. You understand? Oppression and slavery in America. Because what a lot of people fail to realize is that we are still being oppressed and we are still slaves in America. There's no other way around it, you understand? Like every time you look up, you see black people being murdered out here. You understand? Being murdered, put to death by the enemy. And the enemy is anybody who's not of their nation.
Right.
I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much going on in the world, man. And it's setting up for World War III, you understand? Like, this ain't nothing new, man. We know what's going on, man. And here's the thing. You gotta wake up. I know a lot of you Christians don't want to admit it, but you have to, man. Understand, man, we are at war out here, man. And there's only one place that you can come seek refuge, man, and that's in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander Gen.YAHANNA.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all, I know what y'all here saying. We ain't being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? The white man loves us, right?
Right.
The white man ain't never did nothing to nobody, right? We gonna get it out the scriptures, man. But before we get deep into it, I just want to show you something. I want to show you the reason why the I.S.U.P.K is the way they are. Let's get it in Ecclesiastes 7:7. You understand? Because the white man is the devil, man. And we out here being oppressed by every single solitary nation, man. We are the only nation out here still starving, you understand? We are the only nation out here with no type of economic power whatsoever. You understand? And the I.S.U.P.K is the only people out here that's saying something about it. These are the only brothers that's mad about it. Do you understand?
Right.
You goddamn right you dealing with angry black man. You understand? You dealing with angry black man that's ready to take back what's theirs, man. When Yahweh comes back, man, we gonna do exactly that. Understand that. You understand? Like, man, this is going on for too long, man. We have been oppressed for too long in America. You understand? Like, this is Sodom and Gomorrah all over. This is Egypt all over. This is all of that. This is Babylon. And it's time, man. It's time for us to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and start doing things righteously.
Right.
Let's get it out the scriptures, warrior.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
Go ahead. Surely
Oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely what?
Oppression maketh
Saying truth every single solitary day, man, and we hold them accountable. Read that scripture one more time for me, warrior, if you would.
Come on. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression should make anybody who's wise upset. You understand? When you see your people out here starving, scraping the bottom of the barrel to make anything happen, living from paycheck to fucking paycheck, so lock in my language, living from paycheck to goddamn paycheck. You understand? Trying to make ends meet, trying to pay these bills. This should make everybody mad.
Right.
If you have any type of wisdom, that is. If you have any kind of wisdom, you should be upset. You should see this and see that there's injustice going on. You should be looking around like, how the hell is these heathen nations setting up businesses in our community when we have absolutely none? You understand? We have absolutely none. What are we going to fall back on? What are we going to depend on? You understand? We go into wanting and needing of all things from the goddamn heathen nations. You understand? You should be angry. You should be angry. You understand? But the people who ain't angry, like the scripture said, that's because you receive gifts which destroy your heart. You no longer want to fight against the oppressor. You want to join your people on to the oppressor as long as you get to receive gifts. That's why the Christian pastor's riding around in a nice car. That's why he's riding. That's why he has the biggest house. That's why he has no shame in saying that he wants a $55 million jet, private jet, to get from A to B. You understand? The kids have destroyed his heart. He don't give a damn about your suffering. You don't give a damn about what you're going through. You don't give a damn about anything that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are going through. Only thing he cares about is him. He's a destroyed man. He's not mad about what's going on. When young boys down here in the streets, he's not speaking up on that, man. We are oppressed people, even by our so-called Christian pastors. You understand? They're oppressing us too. They're keeping you docile. They're not spreading this goddamn truth, and that's how they impress you. You understand?
Right.
And when it all boils down to it, man, you gotta understand, like I said, the white man is the goddamn devil about to speak so.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If we get if we learn to stop loving him, if we separate from him, and let him take them coons with him, man, because we don't need them. Anybody who's not for the nation of Israel, we don't need them. You understand?
That's right.
Because they're going to bring us down. They're going to keep trying to attach you to the slave master, just like they did when Moses brought him out of Egypt. What was they trying to do? Go back to Egypt, serve the slave master, serve the false idols. You understand?
Right.
Let's get it in Zechariah 11 and 15.
Come
White
on.
man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. You understand? Like, we are oppressed people, and these people out here are killing us every day. Killing us every day and painting our people like the most heinous and violent and most just despicable criminals on the face of this planet. But in the same breath, whenever something goes on with their name, it's always a rhyme and a reason for it. You understand? Like the black man, the black woman, the native Indian man and woman, the Hispanic man and woman, understand this. When something's going on with you, they blame you. You understand? When you do something, they blame you. But when they do something, they blame everybody but them. When little white kids shoot up schools, they don't blame the white kid. They blame the gun.
Right.
They blame the upbringing. They blame the rap music. They blame the TV shows. They blame the goddamn video games.
Right.
You understand? But when you do something, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, they blame you. You know why? Because you're being oppressed in this country. Because you're nothing but a slave. Slavery in America is real. You got the scripture, warrior?
Come on.
Go ahead and get it.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 15.
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto me.
Zechariah 11 and 15.
Come on.
You sure?
Come on.
I got something different up here. So go ahead, get it anyway. Let's see what this one says.
And the Lord said unto me, take unto thee yet the instruments of a foolish shepherd.
Take unto thee what?
The instruments of a foolish shepherd.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land.
And you know who that shepherd is? It's Commander GEN.YAHANNA here in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
You understand? You can follow these Christian pastors if you want to, but you better understand there's only one home of the truth, and that's the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
Right.
We're going to come back to that scripture in just a second. Let's get it in Job 9 and 24.
Come on.
You understand? Like, the reason we are being oppressed is because this world is ran by evil-ass devils, man. You understand? The white man is the devil. You understand?
Right.
The so-called Jewish man who's a white man, understand, they control every single solitary thing, man. And their whole goal is to really destroy you because they know who you are according to the scriptures. They know who you are. You don't know who you are. You understand?
Right.
And it's going to be like this. And once more, until we come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, we have to do that. We have to do it as a nation. You understand? We cannot look for anybody else to save us but us. That's it and that's all. You understand? You looking for people who hate your guts to do something for you?
Right.
That's just like a zebra looking for a lion to help him.
Right.
I'm drowning, lion, come save me. You think that's going to happen? The crocodile has me, lion, come help me. You think that's going to happen? So when you get into it with these other nations, why are you looking to the white man to do something for you? They all are against you. They all are confederate against you.
Right.
They want you dead. If they could overnight, they would wipe out every black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man.
Right.
That's what they would do. That's what they have been trying to do since the beginning. You got the scripture, warrior?
It's like you say 20 and 4 or 9 and 4?
9 and 24.
Oh, 9:24.
Job 9:24.
All right, come on.
Got it?
Come on.
Let's go.
Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Go ahead.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
You understand? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Right.
The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He runs and controls and has power over every single solitary thing. That's why you're being oppressed. And you gotta understand, this is by design, but it ain't by accident. You understand? And the reason we are being oppressed is because we have lost total faith in the eyes of adversity. We have got away from the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God.
Right.
We have decided to start following after these other heathen nations. You understand? Like, you can't do what these other heathen nations do, and these other heathen nations can't do what you do. You get what I'm saying? It's that simple. We are being oppressed out here. And only us. And understand this. When you oppress anybody else, they come together. You oppress white people will band together about being oppressed. You understand? They will come together and they will fight whoever's oppressing them. That's the whole American history. They came over here, murdered all the Native Indians, and then when the British came to try to invade, what did they do? They murdered them too.
Right.
They refused to be oppressed. You get what I'm saying? The black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is the only people who could go through this, what we're going through, and not only go through it, but survive it. You understand? If anybody else fell under these same curses that we fell up under, they would have been wiped out.
Right.
You understand? They would have been wiped out. We're the only nation able to flourish in this kind of situation. The only nation able to flourish. That goes to show you the power of the Most High and the love that the Most High has for us. Even in this oppression that we live in, the Most High still has mercy on us. How do you know this? Because we still here.
Right.
No other nation would still be here if they had to go through a little bit of what we go through. And we gonna get it. Like the other day, I was watching the news, right? And guess what? A white man was being oppressed. You know how the white man was being oppressed? The same way that millions of black men are oppressed. He's getting divorced and he has to pay alimonies and child support. Now to a black man, we don't look at that like that's no big deal. We look at child support like, oh well, whatever, because you're so used to being oppressed. You so used to having things just dropped on your head. You so used to having burdens so fucking so goddamn heavy that you can't pick them up. You know what I'm saying? You used to surviving with absolutely nothing. That's what you used to, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You used to surviving with bare minimum. Well, guess who went? The white man did. So you know what this white man did? I don't even tell you. You know what he did. This white man killed his whole family. He killed the wife, he killed the kids, then he killed himself. And you know why he did that? Because he was being oppressed. And it got me to thinking once I seen that news clip. I said, I wonder how many kids actually get murdered by their parents. What's the percentage of the kids actually being murdered by their parents? And what's the percentage of them actually being white? You understand?
Right.
Because you know, that's a white crime. Point blank period. That is a white man's crime. If I say school shooting, what color pops in your head? White. If I say a club shooting, what color pops in your head? Black. You see what I'm saying? So when you hear something like somebody murdered their kids and then murdered the wife and then took their own life, you know that's the white man. The white man was being oppressed and he didn't know how to handle it, so he just flipped out and murdered everybody. You understand? Because you can't oppress a white man. That's what he's gonna do. You try to oppress a white man just a little bit, and he's gonna flip out. Prime example: the church shooting with Dylan Roof. They asked him, "Why did you go in this church and shoot up these black people?" You know what that devil said? That devil said, "I was feeling like I was being oppressed."
Right.
That's what that devil said. I was feeling like I was being oppressed. Oppressed from what? Too much white privilege?
Right.
What they do? They mess up on your Starbucks.
Right.
They oppressed you. Said we just sold the last Danish to the nigga right there, and you was being oppressed, white boy. You understand? Like what the hell? But I got an article I want the Warrior to read. We ain't gonna go through the whole article. I just want to read some of the things in the article, man, because this is serious, man. Like you can't oppress any other people the way that you have a black man.
Right.
You understand? A black man is the only people who who suffer through this and do it quietly. And you notice whenever a black man speaks on being depressed and suffering, what does the white man say? Shut the hell up. Suffer in silence, nigga. Be quiet about that suffering. You taking a knee because you're being murdered out here? Well, get the hell off of my football field, black man. You understand? Burning Nikes. Burning Nikes. And then speaking about the burning Nikes, you know what that was a symbolism of?
All right.
That was a symbolism of Christianity. Remember when they used to burn the cross? Remember when they used to burn the cross? You was wondering what them old KKK people was? They the same white people burning Nikes.
Right.
That's who they are. It was the same people burning Nikes. The same white people that was burning them crosses was the same white people burning Nikes over common property.
Right.
That's what it was. That's why it was so easy for them to do. It was like, well, back to our old ways. Let's burn something. But let's get it in the article. You got that article, Warrior?
Come.
Let's get a little bit of it.
You just want to read the percentages, or?
Yeah, let's get into the percentages.
All right, come.
Read whatever you want to read, man. This all gonna make a heavy point in the end.
Come. This is a news article from CNN. Almost 72% of those killed by their own parents were 6 years old or younger.
All right.
And 1/3 of the victims were just babies under 1 year of age.
Now, with that being said, what was the lady's name? I can't remember her name, but it was a white devil, right? And she murdered her little daughter so she could go to the club. I know
who you're talking about. They used to put all the club pictures of her,
right?
And she was with black dudes in the club
right.
pictures and all. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she murdered her baby so she can go to the club. She's part of this percentage, you understand?
Right.
And here's the crazy part. How was she being oppressed? You understand? Because she felt like she didn't have the freedom to do what she wanted to do. Right. She wanted some black ride and she couldn't get it on the regular. She murdered that damn baby so she could go out to the damn club.
Right.
You understand? This is the wickedness of the white man. You understand? This is what he would do to his own people, so you know what he's going to do to you. Let's get some more of that article, Warrior.
Come. More than 40% of the killers in these crimes were mothers.
Were who?
Mothers.
That goes to show you the wickedness of the white woman as well as the white man. You understand? Because she's a product of hell.
Right.
Understand that. And you know why she's so comfortable killing babies? You know why the white woman is so comfortable killing babies? Why Martin Sr. came up with Planned Parenthood and all of that?
Right.
Because you got to remember, what was they doing in the slave days to black babies, to the half-breeds, when the white man was screwing out of handmaids around the house and having them babies? What was they doing with them babies?
Right.
They were killing them babies. If this is a form of correction. These babies, how are you going to correct the baby by beating it to death?
All right.
You understand? That goes to show you the wickedness of the white woman as well as the white man.
Right.
The cave man needs his cave beast.
Right.
It's that simple. Let's get some more article, Warrior.
Come. With fathers making up about 57% of those who killed their own offspring.
Right. That's the white man. That's what he does. You understand? He will murder his own offspring if he feels like he's being oppressed or restricted in any kind of way, shape, or form. You understand? Let's get some more.
Come. Only 10% of the victims were killed by their step-parents. That means 90% of the victims were the biological sons or daughters of the killer.
Right.
And understand this, and that's why we tell you so heavily in I.S.U.P.K. to separate, because this is the white man's true nature. If we separate from them, they won't kill us and they won't kill our kids. You know who they won't kill? Themselves and their kids. You understand? Right. That's why we tell you to stay away from them and quit loving them, man. There's no such thing as white friends. Understand that. The white man is a murderer. He has been a murderer since the very beginning. Since he came out the womb. He was estranged from the womb. You understand?
Right.
He was looking for something to murder, something to kill, something to torture. That's him. That's his nature. That's what he does. Let's get some more of that article.
And sons were more likely to be killed than daughters.
Right. Keep going. Matter of fact, skip down to the part where it talks about the reasoning for them killing them. See if you can find that over there.
Come on.
I say all this to say this. Like, you can't oppress the white man. You can't oppress the white woman. You know why? Because they're going to start killing. You understand? Like, the reason for them killing, I'll go ahead and tell you the reason. I already read the article. I'll tell you the reason. The reason why they were killing like that, and if you would, go ahead to the next article. The reason why they were reading like that, killing like that, is because they were going through divorces, right? And as they go through the divorces, the woman usually ends up with everything. The man has to pay the alimony, he has to pay the child support, he has to pay court costs, he has to pay half on daycare, half on health insurance, half of everything.
All right.
And the white man, this is his kingdom. So a wealthy white man makes a lot of money. You done seen the celebrity white people break up. Like Steven Spielberg's wife. She got away with half that man's income.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was billions of dollars. You understand? Billions of dollars. You understand? The white man, he's not used to being oppressed. He's used to having his cake and eating it too.
Right.
The second you oppress the white man or white woman, for any reason, they will kill, and they don't care who they kill, because their whole purpose is to show you that you can't oppress them.
Right.
So if it means killing their kids to prove a goddamn point, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do. And it ain't just the white man that you can't oppress. You can't oppress any nation. Any nation. Any nation. And by that, I mean the Arabs. You understand? The Muslims, rather. When you oppress them, what do they start doing? What do
They start running in with bombs strapped to themselves and blowing up whole restaurants.
Damn right. Kind of. Get it in the article, warrior. Set it up for the article. That's exactly what they do.
What site was this from? Like news
That's
site?
CNN.
No, the suicide bombers.
What site was it from?
God.
Suicide bombs. I don't think you wasn't talking about going to an article with suicide bombers, was it?
Come.
You are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should already be on there.
Are they both from CNN?
Yeah, they both
Oh,
from
okay.
CNN. That's what I'm saying.
God, it's like.
I pulled them both up off the CNN site.
Come. So the news article from CNN. At least 10 people have been killed and dozens others wounded in a suicide bomb attack.
In a who?
Suicide bomb attack.
Now earlier, when I was saying that you can tell a crime, when I say a crime, you can pretty much put the face with the race. Like once more, club shooting, what color? Black. School shooting, what color? White.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Suicide bomber, what color? That's the Arabs, right?
Right.
That's the Muslims, right?
Right.
That's automatically what you think when you hear that. And this is what happens when you oppress them. Like, y'all know why they suicide bombing. I take you back to 9/11, right? When 9/11, them devils flew planes into the other devils' buildings.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then when Bush sent the army over there to go fight and take oil and all that other bull crap, guess what they was doing? Guess how they fought back? With suicide bombers.
Right.
They had little kids with bombs strapped to their chest. Boy, the kids, the women, you understand? The elderly, everybody fought back. Everybody. You cannot oppress a nation the same way that you do the black man.
Right.
When you try to oppress them, they go crazy. They kill everything, including themselves. The white man murders the kids, the wife, the dog, the cat, the fish, the bird. He murders everything in the house.
Right.
And then kills himself. The Arab, he blows himself up with everybody, as many people as he can. You understand? But you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, when you being oppressed, you just take it on the chin. In fact, you know what you do when you're being oppressed? You start to oppress your own freaking brothers. That's what you turn around and do. When you're being oppressed, you start to oppress your own people. You take it out on your own people. You understand? You got love, you got so much love for the white man and so much fear of the white man that you rather take it out on your own people. When a black woman's being oppressed, you know who she takes it out on? The black man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She starts to take it out on the black man, and then she starts to take it out on the black kids. The same kids that look like that black man. Like we said earlier, oppression makes a wise man mad. That's why you're so damn mad. Because you're being oppressed. Because you're being oppressed by these white men who are in rulership, by these devils, these heathen nations who are in rulership, ruling over you. Let's get it in Psalms. Actually, let's go to Deuteronomy.
Come on.
Deuteronomy 28 and 25. That's where I want to start at. Deuteronomy 28 and 25. White man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
That's right.
You gotta understand, man, like, the percentages is crazy, man. I'm gonna get it later on in this class, man, but, like, this, I want you to take a guess about how many of them crimes was committed by white people. Child killings. It was 81%. 81%. And here's the thing. The other rest of the percentage, they're not black. It was other nations, other nations of people. You get what I'm saying? Because the African and the black man is not the same.
Right.
Understand that. We might look the same, but we are not the same. You get what I'm saying? These Africans are over there killing their kids too. You get what I'm saying? Like all these nations, man, when you oppress them, they lash out. You get what I'm saying? They lash out. And the African's killing his kids for a whole nother reason. Like you gotta understand, they not playing over there. They catch their woman cheating on them, you know what they do? They kill the woman and they kill the kid.
Right.
They kill the woman because she cheated. They kill the kid because it might not be his. They're like, well, if she's sleeping on me now, who knows how long she's been cheating on me? That kid ain't mine.
Right.
So the African kills the kid. That's what they do. There's one of our enemy groups have a so-called general called General Butt Naked.
Mm-hmm.
He's famous for running around naked, fighting people and killing and eating kids.
Right.
Right.
That's what they do. Go ahead, Arnold.
You know, but Will, they playing it, that purple group is playing it like he's an Israelite. That man is a Philistine.
Right.
He's a goddamn savage. He's
Right.
a Hamite.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They playing it like he's an Israelite.
Right.
That cannibalistic stuff, that's all Hamite culture right there. That's what they would do to put, fear in people. They would kill people, cut their hearts out and eat it and all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they believe that they got strength from doing that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just like all cannibalistic cultures. Now, did we have a time where we was eating our children? Yeah, because we was in a famine.
Right.
That ain't something that we did naturally, you know what I'm saying, in war or nothing like that. We had rules in war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't do all the mutilation and cutting, castrating people. We ain't do none of that stuff.
Right.
And eating their flesh, drinking their blood. That's Hamite.
Yeah, right.
Matter of fact, that's where the white man got it from the Hamites.
Right.
Yeah, right. And that's a heavy point that you brought out, sir, because that goes to show you the mindset of the people who's oppressed. They so oppressed that you're trying to bring other nations in on what's rightfully yours. You're supposed to be a so-called Israelite group, right? So if you know Christ only came for the Israelites, he only came for the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, why the hell are you putting the African above you?
Right.
That goes to show you that that's not no goddamn Israelite group. That's a goddamn Christian organization.
Right, that's all it is. And if I will, right quick,
Yeah, right.
they going over to Africa because they know that there's benefits that you can get from,
Right.
from doing things for Africans. That's why they bought that African family a flat screen TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why they did all of that stuff. That's one of the things, the deals that's going on over there. China and America is competing for the support of Africa, and
Right.
China's winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're competing. That's why people are making these big movements, and all these celebrities and all that's going to Africa. These Christian pastors, so on and so forth, because they helping America to compete for Africa's support,
Right.
because they know World War III is right and knocking at the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's such a heavy point, sir. Like what you just said, they over there competing for the love of the heathen nations. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And like prime example, we've had celebrities go over there like Oprah, like Jay-Z, Beyonce. Like they went over there and they made schools. They built schools. And
Oprah.
they made water wells.
Right, Oprah.
That ain't nobody went to goddamn Flint, Michigan yet.
Right.
Yeah, you dropping, you dropping some heavy stuff right there. Oprah did it, you know, and everybody's looking like they such great humanitarians.
Right.
They're not doing this stuff because they such great humanitarians. They want the support of Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Africa's playing all of these. Africa's playing Britain. They playing America. They playing China. You know what I'm saying? And Russia. They playing them all. You know what I'm saying? To build up themselves.
Right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And they keep on playing around, and they're gonna have a hell of a goddamn enemy in Africa that's gonna be powerful as hell.
Right.
Because whatever you keep feeding grows stronger.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what they doing. They feeding Africa, and Africa's actually getting stronger.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They got cities in Africa that goddamn, look like Las Vegas.
Right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got all types of communities in Africa and all of that from the whole world wanting, Africa's support in World War III.
Right.
They're playing their stuff right. This is another way, if I will, this is another way that you know that they're not us, because their leaders are not having them to sell, they're not selling them out.
Damn right.
When they building all of that infrastructure, in the Chinese, guess who the labor force is to build all of that?
The Africans.
No, the Africans are not the labor force. If I will, it's the Chinese that are actually the labor force.
Oh, come.
The Africans are reaping the benefits like they're working.
Damn right.
But the Chinese is doing the labor. See, that's what leaders are supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
So lucky, if I would, sir, and like you said, like that's what I was trying to point out getting out. Like they're reaping all the benefits. They're doing none of the work.
Right.
And reaping all of the benefits.
And growing strong.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Growing strong the whole time.
Damn right. And like you said, they don't sell their people out. They don't ship their people up the road.
Right.
You understand? And anybody to this day that still thinks that we goddamn African, you know what I'm saying?
See?
Just listen. If we're African, prove it. Get some Africans to tell you that we're the same people. Find it somewhere. Show me in some book. Because any history book will tell you that we're not the same people. Even the white man says because you African American.
Right.
If you African, why don't he just call you damn African?
Right.
Because he makes a distinction between you and them, and you still can't see it.
Right.
He just tell you, we put African in front, so that's where you think you're from. I ain't never, take me to African America. I want to go to this country. Where's it at? I want to go to African America. You get what I'm saying? If you meet a white boy from Canada, he tells you I'm from Canada. I can take you to Canada. If you meet a white boy from Ireland, he tells you from Ireland. I can take you to Ireland. You get what I'm saying? I can take you to Norway. I can take you to these places that people say they from. So where is African America?
Right.
Let's go there.
Non-existent.
Right. You living in a fantasy world. You understand? And you cleaving on to a people who hate your guts. Who hate your guts. You worshiping false idols. You walking around with the Ankh on your neck and don't even know what the Ankh represents.
Right.
It's mighty funny that the Ankh and that Christian cross look exactly alike.
Right. It's tweaked a little different,
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all Christianity at the end. The end of the day. Even Egypt's zoology is Christianity.
Right.
Sorry to hurt your feelings. That's just what it is. You understand? The worshiping of false idols. You get what I'm saying? False idols. Man, it's so heavy, man. But what do you expect from an oppressed people? You get what I'm saying? You got to come together, man. You got to come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man. This is the home of the truth. This is where you're supposed to be, man.
Right.
Point blank, period, man. This has gone on for too long and it's just enough is enough, man. Point blank, period, man. Help build this goddamn nation the way it's supposed to be built. Let's get it in the scriptures one time, warrior. Deuteronomy 28 and 25.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 25.
Go ahead.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Before your friends.
Thine enemies.
Before the same people that love you too.
Thine enemies.
No, we can get along with these cats.
Thine enemies.
Understand, man. Here in America, you are surrounded by your enemies. And the Lord did this because you will not hearken on to the Lord.
All right.
You will not follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You rather try to make friends with the same people who's killing you. You want to argue with us about who the real enemies are. But you don't listen. You arguing with us about who the enemy is. I've never seen gazelles argue about a damn hyena coming to eat them. They're like, nah, don't run from the hyena cool. And the gazelle like, nah, we gotta go. It's hyena. You know what I'm saying?
And then y'all two fight. Then you trying to stop the other ones from leaving and going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta, the deer try and grab him on the back of his leg, try and keep him the hyena.
No, don't be afraid. He's with us. Trust me on this. You know what I'm saying? You know the perfect analogy for the white man? You ever seen the movie The Terminator, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Remember when the other devil was saying he cannot be bargained with, pleaded with? That is the white man.
Right.
He is the goddamn Terminator. He's coming to kill you. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. He's coming for you like he was coming for Sarah Connor.
Right.
You understand? Right. His whole goal is to kill you. That's what he wants to do. There is no coming together. These people are not our friends. These people are our who?
Enemies.
Damn right.
Damn right, that's what they are.
They're goddamn enemies, man. And because, let me tell you something. How do I know they are enemies? Because they are oppressing us.
Right.
You wouldn't oppress your friend. How many of y'all oppress your friends? Exactly. Nobody. If you're cool with this dude and you got love for this dude, you're not going to oppress him. You're going to do everything in your power to make sure that he's successful and that he succeeds. What have they ever done to make sure that we're successful and we succeed? You understand? These people are our enemies, man. We were sold onto our enemies. We're held captive by our enemies. You understand any more of that scripture, warrior?
Colonel Khan.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them.
You know what that is right there? That's all this goddamn religion to me. You go out one way and you come back with something else. You understand? 7 different religions out of one. You get what I'm saying? When you follow the Bible, you understand the Bible is not a book of religions. It's a book of laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Point blank, period. Any more on that?
Colonel Khan.
Go ahead.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Into all the who?
All the kingdoms of the earth.
Let me tell you something, man. And by that, that's talking about all over the goddamn world. Because this nigga's being oppressed everywhere. It's like black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man being oppressed everywhere. Gotta make that clear. It's a black man, an Hispanic man, and a Native Indian man being oppressed everywhere. The same way that they treating the black man over here in America, it's the same way he's treating them over there in England. You understand? It's the same way he's treating them over there in Canada.
Right.
It don't matter where you go, what country, what continent you go to, the black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native Indian man are being oppressed.
Right.
Point blank, period. You understand? It don't matter where you go in this kingdom, the black man is being oppressed. It's that simple. That's facts. That's facts. Any more on that?
Law.
All right. Let's get Deuteronomy 33, 28 and 33.
Colonel Khan.
We about to get it out of Deuteronomy, man, because you need to know what oppression really is, man, and why you're going through the things that you're going through, man. You understand? This is flat out warfare that we in, and we got to find a way out of this thing, man. And there's only one way out of it, because Commander GEN.YAHANNA has found it. And it's to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, man.
Right.
We are the only people being oppressed and taking it on the chin. You don't have to take it on the chin, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Only thing you have to do is separate from your enemies and join yourselves to your brothers.
Right.
Let's get into the scriptures.
Come on. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 33.
Go ahead.
The fruit of thy land.
The fruit of what?
Of thy land.
Now, the brother reading this is from the tribe of Gad. So this scripture really hits home with him. Read it again.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 33.
Go ahead.
The fruit of thy land.
Go ahead.
And all thy labors.
And all thy who?
All thy labors.
Go ahead.
Shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
Right. Like I said, this.
Take your time, boy.
Come.
If you understand.
Come.
No, I was talking to Monterey.
Come, sir. Like, flat out. Understand, this brother's a Gadite. You understand? His blood is indigenous to this country. You understand? His father's is a goddamn Indian. You understand? This land belongs to them. What did the white man do to the Indians? Go ahead, warrior.
Slaughtered them all. You know.
Damn right. It did what?
It's like what? And then what?
Yeah, it did what?
Force them on the concentration camps.
Damn right.
You know, the worst pieces of land you could possibly imagine.
Damn right. Now read that scripture again, because that hits home with your blood, your people, our people, but especially with you, it's the tribe of Gad. You understand?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land.
Everything that belonged to our brothers. Go ahead.
And all thy labors.
And everything that they built when they came over here. All the hard work and sacrifice that they put in.
Shall a nation
Shall your enemies, these other heathen nations.
which thou knowest not
We don't know these goddamn devils.
eat. Slack.
Go ahead.
Eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
This is talking about blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians. You understand? Everything that we do, everything that we've done to this day, they take, they steal, and they oppress us. Go ahead, sir.
But and then when it talks about we should be oppressed and crushed, that's not only is that, that crush is symbolic for something, but it's also literal also, because what was they doing with the babies' heads in the Trail of Tears?
It was crushing them, sir.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta look at, you gotta make sure that we understand, you know what I'm saying? There's what was the word? Metaphoric meaning.
Right.
And literal. It goes into the literal also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And once more, this is what oppression looks like. This, when you do this to a nation, you crush them. You crush them. And I don't know, man. Like, to me, I don't understand why we ain't got every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man standing with us.
Right.
You understand? Because this is all about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Like, we are the only ones who have been destroyed like this, man. How can you still love the people when they've done your people like this? How can you? How can you say they ain't all bad? You know what? I agree. They ain't all bad. But I'm not trying to figure out what hyena's actually gonna eat me and which one's not.
Right.
You understand? We gotta judge them the same way that they tried to judge us as a goddamn nation.
Right.
I don't have time to pick and choose and save white people. I'm trying to save my people. You understand? My people are the ones being oppressed. My people are the ones being murdered. My people are the ones having everything that they ever had stolen from them. You understand? You know what makes me, what really makes me angry? When I hear white people talk about they want their country back.
Right.
I agree with you, white man. I want you to have your country back. Where is it again? You get what I'm saying? Where is it again? Because it's not here. This land belongs to my brothers. By default, it belongs to me. Not you, white man. You're a cave beast.
Right.
Take your butt back to the Caucasus Mountains. That's your country, the goddamn mountains.
Right.
So, eating cave animals and cave creatures, whatever is in a cave, that's what belongs to you. But this land belongs to my brothers. And if it belongs to my brothers, it belongs to me. You are not my brother, white man. You have proven that time and time again. By murdering my brothers. By murdering my people. By enslaving my forefathers. By raping my foremothers. You understand? I have not a lick of mercy or compassion or love for you at all. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to be successful, we have to take all our love away from the white man.
Right.
You understand? In order for us to be unoppressed, we have to learn to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? We have to follow Yahweh. If we do that, he will wipe these devils out. You understand? He will do that. In order for my people to live, the enemy gotta die. It's that simple.
Right.
You understand? This is the law of nature. This is the law of nature. I don't want to hear that Christian talking about we're all human beings. You know what? If you can call the heathen nations humans, I guess I will somewhat agree, but I don't agree that they're human. You understand? I don't agree that the white man is a human. He's something else. I don't know what he is, but he's not one of us.
Right.
You understand? That's an animalistic creature from the dark side of the moon or some crap, man. I don't know where he's from, but he doesn't act like a human. What kind of unconscious beast will put another nation through the things that he's put us through? You understand? And then have the nerves to say they want something back that never belongs to them.
Right.
If they had any kind of liquor remorse in their hearts right now, every white devil within the sound of my voice that's listening, pack up your stuff and head to the nearest mountain.
Right.
That's what you could do and live there for the rest of your days. If you have any love or compassion that you claim you do. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't. You're a soulless beast, a soulless animal. I want you to read that scripture one more time.
Come on. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 33.
Go ahead.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors
Right.
shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed.
Only oppressed. Once more, that's us. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And I want to get some more in Deuteronomy, but right now what I want to do is I want to go to 1 Maccabees 1 and 43. And I don't want, if you would, I can use your help breaking this down the right way.
Okay, go ahead. What?
We in 1 Maccabees 1 and 41.
Okay.
Let me know when you get to where the white man is the devil who fucks these up. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is we are oppressed people, and we're going to always be oppressed until we come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You got the scripture, warrior?
Come on.
Let's get it.
Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41.
Go ahead.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Wait a minute. Now,
Go ahead,
now think about this for a second.
Right.
Now, when people want to sit there and talk about who Esau is and all that, right? Now, notice Nimrod and Esau were both called hunters.
Right.
It's specifically referred to as that. Now, notice that he's trying to do the same damn thing all over the earth, just like what Nimrod did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That is Antiochus is a Grecian. Go ahead.
Verse 42. And everyone should leave his laws.
Should do what?
Leave his laws.
And become Christian.
Damn right. So like
That's what that's really saying.
Damn right. That's what I was just about to
Yeah,
say. Like that's the white man right there. Leave your laws. That's why you have homosexual churches.
Right.
You understand?
That's why Islam is Christianity.
Right.
Islam at one time wasn't Christianity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the 60s and all of that, it wasn't Christianity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now that's what it is. Buddhism is Christianity. Hinduism is Christianity. You know what I'm saying?
All of it's Christianity.
Yeah.
And to prove that Islam is Christianity, what is Farrakhan now?
Yeah. What did he do? He locked down Islam. He married Islam and Christianity officially together.
Right.
And appointed himself of the head of it as far as the niggerdom verse.
Right. And the funny part is, you talk to brothers that claim to be in Islam, they don't even know he's a damn Christian.
Right.
They like, he's a Christian now? You gotta show them a YouTube clip in order for them to believe it. That goes to show you that you don't even know what your damn leader's doing amongst you.
Right.
Go ahead with the rest of the scripture, warrior.
Come on. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
All the who?
Of the king.
All the heathens
Oh,
agreed.
Slacky.
Go ahead.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So all the heathens agreed. Now, once more, the Chinese, the Arabs, the Japanese, the Hamites. Go ahead and finish up the rest of that. They all in agreement. Yeah, we can do it.
According to the king.
According to
Okay,
the
go.
king,
Agreed according to the commandment of the king.
yeah. Right.
Verse 43.
Yep.
Verse 43. Yeah, many also of the Israelites.
Many of the who?
Israelites.
Many of the what?
Israelites.
Look, this is the problem right here. This is exactly the problem. You cannot, why are you following the ways of heathens? You know what this is right here? This is Christmas. This is Easter. This is Thanksgiving. This is Valentine's Day. This is just my birthday, turn up. Read that again, warrior.
Go on, God. Yeah, many also of the Israelites.
Of the Israelites. This is that brother that goes, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to celebrate Christmas, but I do it for the kids. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the kids. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to celebrate Valentine's Day, but I do it for her. You know what I'm saying? My girl really likes Valentine's Day, so I'm going to do it for her. You know what I'm saying? This is that brother that says, man, I know I'm not supposed to be celebrating Thanksgiving, but this is the time to get the family together. It's about family. That's what that is. Go ahead with the rest of the scripture, warrior.
Consented to his religion.
We did what?
Consented to his religion.
A man-made religion, just like, once more, Christianity. Okay, we'll follow Christianity. I don't know where it talks about Christ being a Christian, but we're going to be Christians. Go ahead.
And sacrificed unto idols.
They do what with the cross?
Sorry. Okay. And sacrificed unto idols.
They do what on the holidays?
Sacrificed unto idols.
Easter with the brother lamb eggs. They do what?
Sacrificed unto idols.
It's Christmas. This is Christ. All about Christ. They do what?
Sacrificed unto idols.
Once more. This is the problem, Israel. You understand? You sacrificing onto idols. Everything that you're doing outside of the I.S.U.P.K. is idol worship. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? There's only one place to learn where these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
That's right.
It's that simple. Go ahead with the rest of the scripture, warrior.
And profaned the Sabbath.
And did what with the Sabbath?
Profaned the Sabbath.
Damn right they did. Even to this day. And you know what that is? That's changing the days of the week. That's going to so-called church on Sunday. You get what I'm saying? That's what that is, commandments. You ain't read this book. You ain't studied with the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. That's how I know you don't know the truth. Because you're not in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
I know that's a bold statement, but you know what else that is? That's a true statement. Let's get it, warrior.
Verse 44.
Go ahead.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem.
The king did what?
Sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem.
Listen, they're sending them straight to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
That's what that means. He's trying to convince the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because this is something you got to understand. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are the salt of the earth. You understand? The second that you do something, everybody else is going to follow you. You understand that? And the second that you don't do something, guess what everybody's going to do? They're going to follow you.
Right.
If the black man stops celebrating Christmas, and the Hispanic man stops celebrating Christmas, and the Native Indian stops celebrating Christmas, you know what the rest of the world would do? Stop celebrating Christmas. It's a true statement.
Right. It's true.
True statement. Why do you think they call it Black Friday? Let's really think about that. Why do you think they call it Black Friday? The reason they call it Black Friday is because they've done the numbers. And the numbers say, no matter how poor niggas is, Salaki, no matter how poor blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are, no matter how poor they are, when it comes to celebrating these holidays, they have the most economic revenue coming out of their community.
Right.
You understand? Like, nobody spends more money for the holidays than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
It's that simple. That's why they even gave you a day, Black Friday. Come spend all your money here, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Let's get some more in the scriptures, warrior.
And the cities of Judah.
And the cities of who?
Strange laws of the
You're doing exactly what the Most High told you not to. Listen, you're supposed to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if the laws of the land goes against these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're supposed to do what every powerful man in that Bible did. You're supposed to choose death.
Right.
You're supposed to choose death over disobeying the Most High. That's what you're supposed to choose. I know that sounds strange. I know that sounds weird. But let me ask you this. What is the number one thing that a black, Hispanic, and Native American man says when he's out here in the streets? I'm going to die for my what? Respect. I'm going to die for my respect, right? You're going to die for your respect. You're going to die for what you believe in, right? Then listen, let me tell you something. Before you follow these strange laws of the land, you need to die before you become a homosexual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You need to tell them I choose death if the only thing here to eat is unlawful food.
Right.
Pork, crab, and lobster. I choose death. I'm not eating that. You understand? That's your respect. That's dying for respect right there. You know who respect you need to be trying to get? The respect of the Most High. That's who respect you need to be trying to get. You need to make sure the Most High looks down and say, I respect that warrior right there.
Right.
I respect that warrior. You know how David became king of Israel? Because the Most High respected him. You get what I'm saying? He respected him. He seen how he put in that brick and he respected him. That's the respect you need to be trying to go for, and that's the respect you need to be trying to die for.
Right.
Let's get into the scriptures some more on that.
Verse 45.
45, go ahead.
Verse 45. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Now here's what they're doing now. Now they're telling you that you can't celebrate your own culture, which is what I understand. And right now we at the spiritual. When people see us with the fringes on, with the war scarves on, suited and booted, and our glorious garments, warlike apparel, they look at us like we tripping. You know why they look at us like we tripping? Because they have been told what? Read that scripture again.
Come. Wait, 44 or 45?
45.
Come. Verse 45. And forbid burnt.
They have been told what?
And forbid.
They have forbidden them to know their laws, statutes, and commandments, and how they're supposed to dress, how they're supposed to conduct themselves. Read the rest of it, warrior.
Burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Damn right. They have forbidden them to do anything that's Israelite customs. You understand? The Christian church, what does the Christian church do that has anything to do with Israelite customs? They don't keep any of the high holy days. Not one. Not one. I dare Christian church tell me that they keep the high holy day. I dare them to tell me. They don't even know what a high holy day is. You say that to them, they goes, you know what they're gonna say? A holiday, you mean? They can't tell you about the Feast of First Fruits, the blowing of the trumpets, Passover. You understand? They can't tell you about any of that. But they can tell you about Easter and Christmas. Like, and here's the funny part about Christianity. When you ask them about their own goddamn holidays, they don't even know the meaning of it. You ask a 20-year-old nowadays, what's the purpose of Christmas? They're going to say, I don't know. You ask the 35-year-old the purpose of Easter. They're going to say, I don't know. But they've been in a Christian church their whole life, though. You understand? And then you ask them, have you ever heard of the Feast of First Fruit? They're like, hell no, what's that? You get what I'm saying? Because they have been forbidden to celebrate their true holidays. You get what I'm saying? Their true high holy days, should I say. Their true heritage. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's almost like pretty soon, I wouldn't be surprised if the white man made being a Hebrew Israelite illegal.
Right.
That's how much hate the white man has for us. Let's get some more in the scriptures, warrior.
Come on. And that, Slucky, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
Right. That's why you don't keep no high holy days in the Christian church, or should I say people in the world, period. You don't keep no high holy days. You don't celebrate the Sabbath. You don't do your work on the Sabbath. You don't know nothing about being a Hebrew Israelite anymore. It's profane. You don't understand it. The only thing you know how to do is be a good little slave and be a good little Christian. It's all from being oppressed. You understand? Like, people in the world are still oppressed. But want me to tell you who's not oppressed? These brothers in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
Right.
These are free men. You know why
Right.
I call a white man the devil? Because I'm a free man.
That's right.
What can a white man do to me? I'm a free man. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
The white man, the white woman, the white child is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Right.
Only a free man can tell you that. Only a free man can say that. And you know why you don't hear other people say it? Because they're still slaves.
Right.
That's why they say, no, man, I don't agree with that. Master might hear that. Master might hear that. They might ruin some stuff for me. I can't agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
White man ain't the devil. The white man our friend. Even though he don't do nothing for us to show us any kind of friendship or brotherhood, he's still my brother. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're not free man. Every warrior in this I.S.U.P.K is a free man.
Right.
Let's get some more in the scriptures.
Verse 46.
Go ahead.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
They pollute the sanctuary and the holy people. Like, what more can I say about this scripture right here? That's heavy right there. Just that verse coming straight out the book is heavy. They want their baby back, baby back, baby back. That's what they want. They serving up. They serving up pig in the church. You understand? That's what they are doing. Read that scripture again. I don't think they understand.
Come on, God. Verse 46. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
They're serving pig in the church and giving it to the kids. They're giving it to everybody. You understand? They got fish fried with catfish. You understand? Everything that's unclean to eat, they're serving it. Right in the temple, giving it to the kids, the men, women, and children, making them pay for a plate at the same time too.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? You gotta pay to eat. You gotta pay to eat unlawful food. And you better not say nothing about it. You better enjoy it.
All right.
Let's get some more in the scriptures.
Verse 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols.
Do what?
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols.
And you know what this is right here? This is the many different religions going around right now. You understand? You got Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, weedism. They making up stuff every day. They got a religion just so you can smoke weed. You understand?
Right.
They just making up stuff. They got Satans inside here. You get what I'm saying? You name it, they got it. With their false idols. You get what I'm saying? And you know who got the biggest falsest idol on the face of the planet? The Christian church.
Right.
With that Caesar Borgia picture. That Caesar Borgia, that's no more idol worshiping than that. And you see everybody with it. You see your rappers with it. You see your actors with it. You see your politicians with it. You see whoever with it. Everybody has one. Everybody has one. And they think that it makes them, what, Christian, holy, special? It makes them a sinner and it makes them an idol worshiper.
Right.
That's what it makes them. Read that scripture one more time, warrior.
Come on, God. Verse 47. Altars and groves and chapels of idols.
Damn right. They're everywhere. Everywhere. In every religion. You get me? They got synagogues down here in Naptown. Never thought I would see it, but they got one. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, you can't get away from this stuff. This stuff is everywhere, and they trying to make it for everybody, man. And the only way to save yourself is to get an I.S.U.P.K. or the Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
Right.
The reason I say that so much is because it's the goddamn truth.
Right.
This is the only way to save yourself. Save your family. Save everybody you love. If you love them people that's in your household, you tell them, we got to start going to the I.S.U.P.K. We got to start going to these classes. We got to become a part of the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA because these is the brothers with the truth.
Right.
This is the home of the truth. Nobody else can say that. You get what I'm saying? Nobody else can say that. And if they do, there's a goddamn lie.
Right.
Because this is where it started at. 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 1969. You understand? Point blank period. Let's get some more in the scriptures.
Come on, God. And sacrifice swine's flesh.
And do what?
And sacrifice swine's flesh.
That's what they do. And I'm going to give you a prime example. Here's how they do it. Here's what you see in black households, Hispanic households, Native Indian households. They sit around at the table. It's Thanksgiving, right? They got they got some ribs. They got some pork ribs. They got ham. They got ham hocks. They got KYs. And you know what they say? They say, Lord, bless this food that you commanded me not to eat. That's what they say. They pray over the same food that the Most High told them not to eat. They do what? Read it again, warrior.
And sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Damn right. They say, Lord, bless this ham that we put the honey glaze on with the brown sugar. These KYs that we about to drench in hot sauce. That's what they say. You understand? Eating to a holiday that you commanded us not to celebrate. In your name we pray. You get what I'm saying? That's what they
Come on, God. Verse 49.
Go ahead.
To the end they might forget the law.
Say that again.
To the end they might forget the law.
Understand, most people don't even care about the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
You understand? That's why the Most High said 2/3 got to go. You understand? Like, he's not here to play games. When he comes back, he's not coming back for teddy bears, kisses, and hugs.
Right.
This guy, you get what I'm saying? Because I've never seen it. You get what I'm saying? He's not coming back to hold hands, none of that, man. He's coming to kill. He's coming with a sword. A sword is used for dividing and killing.
Right.
You understand? And it's not just the heathen nations. It's anybody of his own people who's not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? That's why we have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. The scriptures say that anybody that doesn't endure to the end, Salaki, sir, how's that go? I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay.
Like, he must be faithful and then endure to the end.
Right. Yeah,
right.
There you go. Yeah, that's
He must be faithful and then endure to the end.
endure to the end. Right.
And that's what the I.S.U.P.K. is all about, man. So anybody who's not going to be faithful and endure to the end, Guess what? The Most High ain't gonna, he ain't hear nothing you talking about. He ain't trying to hear it. He ain't. Would you try to hear it? You get what I'm saying? Brothers in the world know exactly what I'm talking about. You was locked up 3 months. And when he was dead 3 months, people treated you like he was dead.
Right.
And when you got out, all your stuff gone and everything, and people got excuses for you, but you ain't trying to hear it. You're like, damn, mine's gone 3 months. You couldn't wait 3 months. You telling your rib like, bitch, you couldn't wait 3 months.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? She didn't endure it to the end, and that was only 3 months. You know what I'm saying? This right here is warfare, and this is warfare for all the goddamn marbles.
Right.
This is warfare for the kingdom. And anybody who don't endure to the end ain't gonna reap none of the rewards of this shit. It's
Right.
that simple. It's that simple. You get what I'm saying? Me and my warriors in the I.S.U.P.K, we want rulership.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We want the crowns. We want the power. We want the Most High to come back, and we're gonna rule the way we supposed to rule. You understand? We gonna endure to the end. It don't matter what they try to pull. We gonna endure to the end. Let's get some more of the scriptures.
Come. And change all the ordinances.
And do what?
Change all the ordinances.
Go ahead.
Verse 50. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment.
Hold on. Start that over.
And whosoever.
He knows my heart.
And whosoever.
God loves me anyway.
Whosoever.
Man, God knows I'm a good person, man. I've been a good Christian my whole life.
Whosoever.
Whosoever. Go ahead.
Would not do according to the commandment.
Man, I ain't got to follow all the commandments. That's the Old Testament. We follow the New Testament. That's what that says, right?
Do according to the commandment.
That means all of them. Go ahead.
Of the king, he said he should die.
He should who?
Should die.
Go ahead.
Verse 51. In the self-same manner wrote he to Slaki.
Take your time, Roy.
Come. Wrote he to his whole kingdom,
Right?
appointed overseers over all the people,
Go ahead.
commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city. Verse 52.
Salaki, real quick. Officer Tarab, sir. Did you break that down?
Okay, give it to me again, Ward.
Come. Verse 51. In the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom,
To the whole kingdom. Got you.
and appointed overseers over all the people.
Right.
Okay, and then who is this again?
That's the king. It'll be in 41.
It's Antiochus, right? Okay. Right, okay, so he was serious. That means he was serious about this thing. You know what I'm saying?
And he was trying to get it, like, once more. Because Judah, he said go to the city of Judah.
Right. And why did he want to go to Judah first?
Because Judah's the head.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why he wanted to go to Judah first.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Judah, you know what I'm saying? We're the king tribe, and then we're the most influential of all the tribes.
Right.
That's why they want to go to us first. They want to kill Hispanic babies in the abortion clinic, right? Who do they go to first?
The niggas.
Yeah, they go to Judah first.
Judah first.
You see what I'm saying? And everything else falls in because when we start doing it, then everybody else falls in line with us and start doing the same damn thing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And he appointed officers to carry out his bidding.
The overseers.
Right.
Just like Pharaoh did in Egypt.
Go ahead.
Make sure these Judites get together. Make sure Israel doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead. Go on, sir.
You want to go to verse 52 or?
Yeah, read 51 again and then go to 52.
All right, come on. Verse 50. In the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom
He wrote to everybody. Go
and,
ahead.
and appointed overseers over all the people.
When you think about it, you know, what good is it to enslave the world if you ain't got us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like building a car with no engine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why, you know, I mean, think about it. I mean, you look at voting, right?
Right.
And see people out there trying to get people to vote. Nobody gives a damn what black people think about anything. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Voting time come out, where's everybody at?
In the hood.
Right.
Trying to get black people to vote.
Right, because they understand something. If we stop voting, people are going to follow behind that and stop voting also.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And what that's going to do, that will scare the hell out of them. You see what I'm saying? And that would, you know, and that will start to flip this kingdom upside down.
So if I would, and if you see now, when they try to get the people out here to start voting, who are they using? They're using the rural father.
Right.
And then you notice something too, because when you see the people line up people to vote and all that, right?
Right.
They're using people that's hurt for financially hurt.
Right.
They're not using the super coons.
Right.
The Christian pastors is not out
The
there.
well-to-do people.
Yeah, they're not using them.
Right. They're using people that's like us.
Right. They take a dude that's homeless, slap a button down on him. You know what I'm saying? Or some whacked out sister, you know what I'm saying, with Tina Turner type hair, all, you know, mangled up and all that, and she's
Right.
out there getting you to vote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny because we can't even understand that those people are destroyed, but they're trying to get you to vote for the same people that got them in the condition that they in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Damn right. Let's get some more of the scriptures for you.
Come. Commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice, city by city.
Basically, what they want Judah to do is start, like he said, sacrifice.
Celebrating Christmas.
Right. Damn right. Celebrate Christmas. Here come Easter, Valentine's
Right.
Day, Thanksgiving, everything abominable. They want us to always sacrifice. You understand?
Right.
They want us to take away our pride, our morals, and what we stand for. We got to be the ones on the bottom barrel. Go ahead, warrior, whenever you're ready.
Come. Verse 52. Then many of the people were gathered unto them.
Right.
To wit, everyone that forsook the law. And so they committed evils in the land.
They did what?
Committed evils in the land.
Lining it up with today's time. That's exactly what's going on now.
Right.
That's exactly what's going on now, man. And just evils everywhere that you look. I don't have to tell you about it. Y'all know what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Even the super Christians can't deny this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's exactly what's going on, man. Exactly what's going on. You name it, it's happening.
Right.
Rape happening. Murder happening. Stealing happening. Killing happening. You name it, it's going on. Go ahead, warrior.
Verse 53. And drove the Israelites into secret places.
Did what?
Drove the Israelites into secret places.
Go ahead.
Even wheresoever they could flee for Sasor.
Secure.
Oh, select, secure.
That's where the word security comes from. It's
Right.
secure. I always remember that it's secure.
Come on.
Now, what they're saying is that basically, when the stuff got tough, we had to get out of there. And that goes back to the scriptures where it talks about how we fled into the west coast of Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had to flee into Africa first. Yeah, we had to run straight into Africa first, and then
Right.
eventually we melted down and made it there. You know, we had to
Right.
follow the water, the rivers, so we
Yeah,
could
right.
drink. And
But the thing is, like, we're everywhere on the face of the planet. You get what I'm saying? Wherever there's landmass at, you're gonna find a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You understand? Like, and the thing is, you understand? We had to flee. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that we wanted to. It's that the fact of the matter is, when we start disobeying the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Just like any parent would, when your kids disobey you, there's nowhere they can run to. You get what I'm saying? But they're gonna try. They're gonna try to get away, run in a room, whatever. They're trying not to make it so bad. But there's nowhere that your kids can run to that your wrath won't follow. The same way with the Lord. You understand? We are His kids. There's nowhere that we can run to that His wrath can follow, man. Because we disobeyed the Most High by following heathen goddamn customs.
right.
You understand? Let's get some more in the scriptures, warrior.
Come.
Should be 54. White man is the
Castile.
devil about this
Castile.
Yeah, Castile.
Come on.
Verse 54.
Go ahead.
Now the 15th day of the month, Casleo, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar, and builded idol altars throughout the cities of Judah on every side.
What are they doing nowadays?
The same thing.
You got that big Muslim dome.
Right.
You got all hell. They got strip clubs and gay clubs in Jerusalem right now.
Right.
So you know, so you got the Christian church talk about, yeah, the abomination, desolation. Like that's the thing that's going to happen in the future. You go into the scriptures, you can tell what that's actually talking about.
Right.
Go
Right.
ahead.
55.
Verse 55. And burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. Verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire.
Dude, say it again.
You want the rent?
No.
Burn?
The books of the law. Start there. When they found the books of the law. Come. We did it again.
They burnt them with fire.
Go ahead.
Verse 57. And wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should be slacky, that they should put him to death.
They should do what?
Put him to death.
Damn right. You understand? And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you got to choose between following the laws of the land that's going against the Most High, choose death. Because death is more glorious than disobeying the Most High. Understand that. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K, point blank period, man, this is where the warriors dwell. And before you can even get any one of these brothers to go back to the street, they choose death.
That's right.
You understand? To going back to what we used to be over serving the Most High, we choose death. It's that simple, man. And with that being said, we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? Pay your tithes. You understand? Commander GEN.YAHANNA is doing heavy work, man. We got so many schools, I can't even count them anymore. You understand? We got schools everywhere. We got schools in other countries. You know what I'm saying? Leave it up to Captain Kapash. She's going to be the first captain with a school on the moon. You understand? Because that's the kind of work we putting in here, man. This ain't no plaything, man. We all about spreading the truth for the Most High, man. We all about saving our people, man. Bringing our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You've been giving your money to the Christian church for too long, and you have absolutely nothing to show for it. You've been giving your money to the Christian church for years, and you have absolutely nothing to show for it. I tell you what, I challenge you. Give us a year and see what we can make happen.
Right.
Give us the same tithes that you've been giving the church and see what we can make happen.
Right.
I bet you won't see us pulling up in the new Cadillacs, but I bet you will see this nation being built, becoming prosperous and strong and unstoppable. Understand that, man. And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Officer Monterey. Read the announcements.
Can I do it for one thing?
No. Look, I'm reading the announcements. So lucky. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school,
Make sure you do all the prayers.
come. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After that 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandments, Numbers 18, 21, Malachi 3 through 8. 3, 8 through 10, Salaki. Then the 10th in the Hebrew, Joshua. 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you might like. Upon the holy complications, Salaki, I don't want upon the holy complications.
The next one will be Tabernacles, the Feast of Tabernacles. We also have on the 29th, we have the Share Your Man lecture. It'll be in St. Louis, Missouri.
Damn right.
Under Officer DeGaldabar.
Damn right. Damn right. The Feast of Tabernacles coming up with the 29th of this month. The I.S.U.P.K will be in St. Louis for the Share Your Man lecture under Officer DeGaldabar. So make sure you be there, man. Sisters, this is especially for you. Make sure you're there so you can learn how to be a true princess in I.S.U.P.K. And quit being so damn selfish. That's what this whole lecture gonna be about.
Right.
Reminder for Archeum that any brother that wants to be a trooper in the school will start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarf. And with that being said, Amajim, Hayam Pakidam, which means rise and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash. Ayah. Shimka. I.S.U.P.K.
Baratazah.
Baratza.
Kawa.
Kawa. Ayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natan. Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Ka.
Why?
Shalakanawa. Shalaki. Kabawakana.
Kabawakina.
Kasharwakana.
Kashalakina.
Kabawakana.
Kabawakina.
Wala.
Wala.
Tabayakana. Laka.
Laka.
Halaka. Salaki. Hi Malakwana. Salaki. Hi Malakwa. Hamalakwa.
Malakwa.
Wayala.
Wala.
Salaki. Waya Tarath Salaki, sir. Waya Taparatha. I don't know this word, Salaki, sir. Wahatapa Avroth. I mutilated it, Salaki. Lawa'ayim.
Well,
Wala'ayim. Aman. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
Our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us of our debts.
Forgive us our
As
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into
But
temptation.
deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
So be it.
So be it.
I'll do the prayer for the power, sir.
Go ahead.
Let's just ask the Salaki, sir. The power, prayer for the power.
Yeah, pray for the power.
Yo.
Yo.
Bashamaya.
Bashamaya.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shai.
Baba Shah.
Baba Kasha.
Kasha.
The thunder now.
The thunder now.
No.
Haika.
Aka.
Haika.
Aka.
Laparka.
Well,
Salaki. Salaki, sir. Laparka.
Laparka.
Come.
Ka.
No.
Hamarka.
Amarka.
Wallakama. Salaki. Wallakama. Salaki. Wallakamayaf. Wallakamayaf.
One more good. Say it. Son, take it slow.
Wallakamayawaf. Wallakamayawaf.
Welcome on.
Wa.
Haika.
Aka.
Latazar. Latahar.
Latahar.
Hatamasarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Haika.
Aka.
Lahamarayim. Lahamarayim.
Lahamarayim.
Hamatarayim.
Which is the right.
Hamatazarayim. Haka.
Aka.
Ayamatazarayim.
This is
right.
Hatamas. Salaki. Hatamalayim. Hatamasalayim.
Atamatzalayim.
Lagarshan.
Garshan.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Tawada Aman.
Bashim Yahushai. Tawada Aman.
Salaki. Yahushua.
Yahushai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Blessings, sir. You next.
Yes, the blessings.
The blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahushua?
Why Yahushai?
Why Yahushua?
Wamakaziah.
Wala Halayayim.
Walayim.
Montezarabai. Salaki. Montezarabaya.
What is the Babaya?
Alawapia. Alawapia.
Alawapi.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Hatazayayam.
Hatazayayam.
Hatazarayam.
Hatazarayam.
That is right.
Hakwatazayayam.
Hakatazayayim.
Hakakazayayam. Waya Hatazarayam.
Wayatazarayam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Tawara
Tawara Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
The sisters.
The sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
The anointing person.
Yes. All except all prayers except for Psalms 83 and 121.
Come. Yabarakatah. Yabarakatah.
Barakatah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wayashabarka.
Wayashmarka.
Yah.
Yah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
Ashakar.
Ashikar.
Wayakayayim.
Wayashayayim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Salaki. Ayashar.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
Alakar.
Alakar.
Wayashayayim.
Wayashayayim.
Lakar.
Lakar.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim.
Ba'ashim.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rabah.
Rabah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Magun.
So you, sir.
What's that?
So you. Say the family.
Oh yeah. God. Puckett family.
The Puckett family.
The Hall family.
The Hall
The
family.
Todd family.
The Todd family.
And all destroyed of Israel.
And all the destroyed of Israel.
Done.
The Johnson family.
The Johnson family.
The Hughes family.
The Hughes family.
The Grace family.
The Grace family.
The Finney family.
The Finney family.
And all destroyed of Israel.
And all destroyed of Israel.
Done.
The McClutchy family.
Clutch
The
family.
Gretchen family.
The Nix
The
family.
Nix family.
The Gannon family.
The Cannon
Gannon
family.
family.
And all destroyed of Israel.
And all destroyed of Israel.
Done.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Tawara Aman.
Tawara Aman.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Make his face shine upon thee.
Make his face shine upon
And
thee.
be gracious unto
And
thee.
be gracious unto thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
Lift up his countenance upon
And
thee.
give thee peace.
And give thee peace.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
In the name of the loved ones we just named.
The name of the loved ones we just named.
Bless thee, Yahweh.
Bless ye Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death.
And death.
To the heathens.
To the heathens.
To speak against us.
That speak against us.
That prophets.
Thy prophets.
That teachers.
Thy teachers.
That princes.
The princes.
That priests.
Their priests.
And the Israelite brothers in the school.
The Israelite brothers in school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death.
And death.
To the heathens.
To the heathens.
Shake loose the pockets.
Shake loose the
Of
pockets
the rich of Israel.
of the rich of
That
Israel.
refuse to give to the
Wait a minute, hold
school.
up. Yeah, okay, go ahead, yeah, keep going.
That refuse to give to the
That
school.
refuse to give
That refuse to give to the school.
Give their riches.
Give
Give
their
their
riches.
riches.
Select. Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death.
And death.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And their nation.
And their nations.
And their drug
And
dealers.
And drug dealers.
Court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All
governments for enemies.
Ambulance synagogues and armies.
Ambulance synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads. Kamikaze.
The gay movement.
Gay movement.
Lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
That's the space program.
That's the space program.
Army, Air Force, Navy,
Army, Air Force, Navy.
the Marines.
The Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
In the airways.
Cable access channel.
Cable access
And
channel.
the radio channel.
In the radio channels.
Convict thy spirit.
Convict thy
Of
spirit
any of thy people.
of any of thy
That
people
seek to stop us.
that seek to stop us
And bring swift death.
and bring swift death
To the heathen.
to the heathen
That seek to stand in our way.
that seek to stand in our way
Try to stop us.
to try to stop us
From broadcasting your word.
from broadcasting your word
Throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose the terrorists.
They lose the terms.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to to and fro
And through the earth.
through the earth
And destroy.
and destroy.
Cause the terrorists to come against America.
Cause the terrorists to come against America
And destroy them.
and destroy
In
them
their strongholds.
in their strongholds.
Let America shake.
Let America shake
At the hands of the terrorists.
at the hands of the terrorists.
Let the house shot.
Let Yahushua,
Michael.
Michael,
Gabriel.
Gabriel
Come down with the flying saucer.
come down with the flying saucer
And kill all the heathen.
and kill all the
That
heathens
come up against us.
that come up against us.
And speak that word.
I'm speaking thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known
That all.
that all,
It's the angels that have done it.
that is the angels that have done it.
Cause it be spread through the media.
Cause it be spread through the media
Through the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake that they coming.
Cause the chicken that
In
coming.
the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Sir. Go give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Amazon Shabbat. Amazon Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Kazmatah. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Salaki. Kazmatah. Salaki. What is it, sir? Amazon Shabbat. Amazon